guys, welcome back to Gulfside Baitworks. Time for another color demo, and this week we are going to do Copperhead from MF. It's Copperhead non-bleed 3365X2. That's their number, name, symbol on there. So that's what we're going to do this week. My plastic is already hot and ready, so just open this. I've never used it before. We got a couple plastics, so we'll start out with 10 drops because this is an MF. And frequently MFs are really thin, but this one did look kind of pearly, so I'm thinking that yeah, 10 drops if this is basically nothing. So even if it is kind of pearlish, I don't think we're going to get much any color out of 10 drops, and so we'll go ahead and bump it up to 20 to start. And just like normal when we're doing a color demo, we are going to use our Angling AI Cali Grub because it's got fat body parts and thin body parts. Alright, so I'm getting kind of a yellowish color, and then you're getting that kind of copper shininess, almost like a bronze. I usually associate copper being a little more red than this, but yeah, it's looking good. That's 10 drops, so we'll go ahead and shoot it. And we'll check it out and see what it looks like. Doesn't take much. I'm thinking as we get more and more of this in here, we're going to get to a point where it starts turning kind of brown. But at the moment, you'll see with that 20 drops, there's not much there at all color-wise. It's very thin. So that's okay. Thin colors are good because you can tweak them more. But thin colors also mean you have to use more pigment. So, you know, there's a trade-off there. But I like transplanter colors, so we'll wait for this to cool, we'll check it out, and then we will continue on. Alright, we're back. Let's check these out and see what they look like at 20 drops. Oh, all came out on that side. So yeah, there we go. I'm definitely seeing some shininess in there. Pull one out. Definitely seeing some shininess in there from the copper. We'll save that one. We'll throw the rest in here, chop these up, and we'll go for another round. See what it looks like with the next color, or with the next. Alright, we're back. So the first one we did was 20, so I think we're going to jump up to 40 for the next one. Alright. So, and I'm thinking this is going to get more brownish the more we add. Yeah, absolutely. And now we're starting to get opaque. Or at least it looks like it here, you know. But when I hold it up on the spoon, it's pretty clear, so maybe not. But as you can see, it's nice and kind of a brownish, goldish color. A copper, if you will, for the copperhead, though. Again, still normally associate copper being a little bit more red, but this is pretty cool. I could definitely see some uses for it, especially in my saltwater fishing. But for freshwater, I actually could see myself mixing this in with a little bit of green pumpkin and making a cutthroat trout out of it. Making a non-bleed cutthroat trout. Which I actually have a video where I did that. If you go back and check through the older videos, I use a different copper. I used copper pearl from Lure Works for that one. But yeah, So we'll wait for this to cool and we'll come back. All right, let's check it out and see how it looks with 40 drops. Oop, came out on that side again. Yeah, see, now that is a lot darker than our first one. Looking good. 40 drops seems like a pretty good good spot. While we still have it being fairly clear and getting that kind of coppery, I'd almost call it bronzy color, or actually it's almost like an amber, like a amber that's pearlized. And here it is next to the 20. All right, we'll chop these up and go again. All right, we're back. Let's jump this thing up to 60 and see how it goes. We're gonna do 20 more drops. Man, it comes out fast. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but we are using swim bait blend. I've got a lot of swim bait left, so we've been using swim bait in the videos. That just kind of is what it is. You know, and again, for this mold, you can use pretty much anything in it. I've used salt water down a swim blade, and they all worked fine. All right, let's shoot this. I'll hold it up for you. Yeah, we're looking a little more opaque. When I hold it up to like my light over there, yeah, it looks pretty opaque, but we'll see what it looks like in the grub. So we'll be back in a few to check that out. All right, we're back. This one was 60 drops, so let's check it out and see what it looks like with 60 drops. All right. It's not particularly different than our last one. Here we go. Right up here so you can see. And I'll pull one out just like always. It's a little bit thicker and shinier. Here's the 40 next to the 60. Not seeing a huge difference in the tails. In the bodies, you can see a little difference. Definitely a little bit more shininess in it, a little less clear, but not a huge difference there. So I think our next one we're gonna do a big jump. I'll go ahead and chop these up, throw them in, warm it back up, and we'll do one more round. All right, welcome back. So we did 60, and it really wasn't that different from 40. So we're gonna go to 120. So I'm gonna add 60 more drops of this. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna get real opaque now. I mean, if we don't, I'm gonna be real surprised. But you know, when you're dealing with MF colors, that is an option. It's always possible for you to end up with a color that you can add as much as you want and it's still clear. That's just kind of the way some MF colors are, which is not a bad thing in the slightest. I like really clear colors. You will very rarely see me doing an opaque in a worm. You'll see me doing them now that I'm getting into airbrushing. I like the opaques in the airbrush, but you do not see me doing opaque worms very often. unless it's for a very specific purpose that I just wanted to test something, you know, or if somebody asked me to make them for them. You know, if there's anything you want me to make, you can always hit me up on my Instagram. All right, let's see how hot those are. 304. I can shoot this at 300, no problem. All right. Yeah, and we are opaque now. We are shiny. It's like a solid block of a browny coppery color. Which, I mean, you know, that's what it was advertised as. So, though it's pretty clear on there, it's not opaque there. So we'll see what it comes out with on the grubs. All right. So we'll give that a couple minutes. We'll come back and we'll finish up for the day. Yeah, so we'll see you in a few. All right, we're ready. So let's check it out with 120 and see how it looks. Ooh, a little hot on the top there. All right, so now we're pretty solidly opaqued out there. That looks pretty good. Let's pull one off so we can look at it up close. Yeah, pretty opaque in the body. Tail's still got a little clear. But yeah, so we'll line them all up here and check them out together. Or check them out next to each other. And see what you think. While I'm doing this, let me ask you, if you're willing to throw a comment, let me know if you enjoy videos like this. These take a little longer than like doing a color away or doing a mold demo. So sometimes these do really well and sometimes they don't do well at all. So I want to know if people like them and want me to do more of them. So let me know what you think about that. So here we go. Let's look them at up close. We got 20 drops, so we can see what we're doing. 20 drops, 40 drops, 60 drops, 120 drops. So there it is, our color and the things we can do with it. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by Gulfside Big Works.